Faced with a difficult decision about his wealth, John decides to take a radical approach. Will it pay off, or will it be a costly mistake? You won't believe what happens next. The Best Day Ever, a story of gratitude and giving. John was a wise old man who spent his days at his favorite Northwoods coffee shop, nestled in the heart of a friendly resort town. He was a retired pastor and now a self-help author with a passion for inspiring people to live their best lives ever. John had always been drawn to the peaceful, serene setting of the Northwoods. After a long and fulfilling career as a pastor, he had decided to retire to a quiet cabin in the woods where he could spend his days writing and publishing books. He wrote on topics such as motivation, perseverance, faithful living, prayer, and gratitude. As he sat at his usual table at the coffee shop, sipping on his favorite roast and jotting down notes in his journal, he couldn't help but feel grateful for the simple yet meaningful life he had created for himself. From his perch at the coffee shop, John had a front row seat to the comings and goings of the small town. One quiet afternoon, after John's usual meditation time in his favorite chair, John opened the Daily Mail and was surprised to read a personal letter. He usually received too many solicitations from local markets and credit card companies, but this letter was totally different. John was shocked. His distant cousin, whom he hadn't seen in decades, had passed away and left him a large sum of money. This unexpected inheritance was more money than he had ever had at once. John knew he had to make a decision about what to do with the money. He spent the next few days praying and seeking guidance. He came to a decision that he felt good about. He wanted to use the money to do something kind for others. So on a bright sunny day, John made his way down to his favorite coffee shop. As he walked in, the familiar aroma of coffee and the sound of people chatting and laughing filled the air. He greeted the staff with a warm hello and made his way to his usual spot by the front window. As John settled into his seat and pulled out his laptop, he couldn't contain his excitement any longer. He called over Samantha, who was working the counter, and asked her to gather the rest of the staff. The staff, Samantha, Sarah, Ron, Ethan, and Gary, all looked at him curiously. John reached into his pocket and pulled out 5 envelopes, one for each of them. "I want to give each of you a gift," he said, smiling. The staff members looked at him in surprise as he handed them each an envelope. Inside, they found $1,000 in cash. They were all speechless, overcome with emotion. "I inherited a large sum of money recently, and I wanted to do something special with it," John explained. "I know how hard you all work, and I wanted to show my appreciation. I hope this can make a difference in your lives." Tears welled up in their eyes, and they hugged John tightly. "Thank you so much, John. This means the world to us," they said. The small Northwoods coffee shop was filled with love and joy as the staff members hugged and thanked John. It was truly a special day, one that none of them would ever forget. In the end, John's act of kindness had truly made a difference in the lives of those around him. It was truly the best day ever for him and the staff at the coffee shop. As John sat in his favorite armchair, he felt a sense of satisfaction wash over him. He had just given $1,000 to each of the 5 staff members at his favorite coffee shop, and he couldn't help but feel grateful for the opportunity to give back. For John, the act of giving had been a reminder of the abundance in his own life and the blessings he had received over the years. It also reminded him of the pleasure of helping others and making a positive difference in the world. The moral of the story? The act of giving to others is always an action that has many rewards. Giving to others, both in large measures and even in small ways, has lasting impact for the good for others. Giving to others always brings a reward full circle back to the giver. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and click the notification button. This video is brought to you by